Hello guys, welcome to Shiv Kumar News YouTube channel. Here I am only reading the Hindu newspaper. My purpose and aim is improving my knowledge and English only, nothing else. Therefore, please support and guide me. Now we start the video. First, first article is RBI slashes rate by 0.25% to revive growth. First repo rate cuts since May 2020 may translate into cheaper home and car loans. It follows budget initiative to boost consumption with income tax break. The repo rate has been on the rise since 2022. RBI has projected a real GDP growth of 6.7% of 2025-26 from the 6.4 estimate this year. Inflation is projected at 4.5% through quarter 1 of 2025-26. Lithuania Lal Tendu Mishra, Mumbai. Lowering India lowering India's inlet interest rates for the first time in the last 57 months. The Monetary Policy Committee MPC of the Reserve Bank of the India on Friday unanimously cut the repo rate by 25 basis point BPS to 6.2 to 25% to support Feding growth in the hope of inflation easing to 4.4% in this quarter and 4.2% through 2025-26. The RBI policy shift, which may translate into cheaper loans for home, cars, and other purposes, comes within a week of the union budget for 2025-26 that seeks to drive growth by stimulating urban development with income tax break with 1 lakh crore rupees. The repo rates the rate at which the RBI lends to other bank and the basis point equally 0.01%. This is the first repo rate cuts in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic when the RBI made a 40 bps cut to 4% in May 2020 and held it there for a couple of years since 2022. The repo rate has been on the rise in the view of the risk from the global uncertainties and to upside risk to inflation. The MPC persisted with the natural monetary policy and stayed unambiguously focused on a durable alignment of the inflation with the target. And while supporting growth, RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra said it was the first monetary policy review under Mr. Malhotra's stewardship, stating that the headwinds from the geopolitical tension, protectionist trade policy volatility in international commodity prices, and the financial market uncertainty continue to pose downside risk to the outlook. The MPC has projected a real GDP growth of 6.7% for 2025-26 from the 6.4 estimated this year, assuming a normal monsoon next year. Mr. Malhotra said that the MPC expected the declining in inflation to further moderate in the coming year, gradually easing with the target inflation is do projected to average 4.5% through the first quarter Q1 of 2025-26, 4% in quarter 2, 3.8% in quarter 3, and 4.2% in quarter 4. Mixed signal. Rural demand continue to be on an uptrend while the urban consumption remains subdued, with the high frequency indicator providing mixed signals. Going forward, improving employment conditions, tax reliefs in the union budget, and moderating inflation together with healthy agriculture activity bode well for household consumption, the RBI governor said. Nothing that the MPC has factored in the rupee recent decline in the policy math. Mr. Malhotra emphasized that the RBI stated objective was to maintain order lines and stability in the currency market without compromising market efficiency. According our interventions in the forex market focus on the smoothing excessive disrupting volatility rather than the targeting in any specific exchange rate level or band. The exchange rate of the Indian rupee is determined by the market forces. He asserted India's current account deficit is likely to remain well within the sustainable level, the RBI governor said, adding that foreign exchange reserves stood at $630.6 billion as on January 31st this year, providing an import cover of over 10 months. Overall, India external sector remain resilient as key indicators stay robust, Mr. Malhotra concluded, acknowledging that liquidity has been tight over December and January. Mr. Malhotra announced fresh initiative to ease the crunch. We will continue to monitor the evolving liquidity and financial market condition and proactivity take appropriate measure to ensure orderly by liquidity conditions as may be required for the system, he said. A policy pivotal. The chart shows the repo rate in percent as decided by Reserve Bank of India Monetary Policy Committee between October 2029 and February 2025. 6.2 2025 February 7 2025. A hint of summer quenching thirst. A deer at the Mudumalai Tiger Reserve in the Nilgiri district of Tamil Nadu as day temperature rise. S. Satyamurthy. Next article. Government register concern with USA over shackling of 104 Indian deportees. Shashini Heather, New Delhi. Some of deported Indians reached Ahmedabad on Thursday. The government said on Friday that it has registered ITS concern with the United States administration in Washington and Delhi over the handling of 104 alleged illegal immigrants who were deported back to India on Wednesday. The deportees had been flown back on a 42-hour flight in a USA military plane in leg shackle and handcuff. Official told the Hindu they had raised their objection to the treatment of the women and children on board while sidestepping question on whether a formal diplomatic protest has been made. The Hindu had reported account of the women on board the flight who said they had been handcuffed and that children had also been restrained with ropes around their legs. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar had earlier said in Parliament that the USA authority has informed them that the women and children are not restrained on such flight. More such deportation are expected as the USA has already identified 487 Indian on its final removal if the exchange are significant as they take place just day before the Prime Minister Narendra Modi first meeting with USA President Donald Trump since he was sworn in for his second term last month, and announcing the PM visit to Washington on February 12 and 13. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said that the Mr. Modi would fly to the USA directly from France. When asked if Mr. Modi would take up the issue with Trump, the Ministry of External Affairs said that the American and Indian officials are in touch already. The deportation caused a furor in Parliament on Thursday and have led to public criticisms of the government perceived lack of reaction to the way they were treated. In touch with USA. Yes, we have been in touch with USA authority on the issue on a continuing basis and we have registered our concern with USA authority on this matter, said Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri when asked if India had protesting the harsh treatment of deportees which other countries like Brazil and Colombia have called inhuman or undignified. The US Embassy Delhi did not respond to request for a response on the Indian concern. The embassy spokesperson had earlier this week that the deportation were a matter of USA national security and public safety. The ME also conceded that the USA of the military plan by the American authority was unprecedented, adding that the USA has informed India that more deportation will follow this one. It remains unclear whether the next round of deportation will follow previous procedure using the charter or commercial flight, or Trump administration preferred mode of military flight, which are seen as way of intimidating the country of origins into taking back illegal immigration immigrants. On the use of the military plane, this particularly deportation is somewhat difference compared to earlier flights that have taken place, because in the USA system itself it was described as a national security operation, and that is perhaps one of the reasons why the military aircraft was used in so far as alternatives are concerned. Mr. Misri told the press person at the briefing. According to the latest figure released by the ME, the USA had told the government that they have identified 487 presumed Indian citizens with final removal order, and detail have been supplied to India on 298 such individuals thus far. The USA Immigration and Custom Enforcement (IC) website say that more than 24,000 Indians have been detained for immigration violation. It is estimated that there are 7.25 lakh Indians in the USA who were undocumented. Trump sanctioned ICC for illegitimate proofs. Behavior pattern. Previous sanction by the USA under President Donald Trump had targeted the court's prosecutor. Agency France Presence Washington. USA President Donald Trump imposed sanctions on the International Criminal Court for probes targeting America and its ally Israel, but the ICC on Friday vowed to continue to providing justice and hope around the world. Mr. Trump signed an executive order on Thursday saying the court in The Hague had abused its power by issuing an arrest warrant for visiting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who held talks with the USA President in Washington on Thursday. He ordered asset freeze and travel bans against ICC official, employee, and family member, along with anyone deemed to have helped the court investigation. The ICC on Friday condemned the move, which it said sought to harm its independent and impartial judicial work. The court stands firmly by its personnel and pledged to continue providing justice and hope to millions of innocent victims of the atrocity across the world, it said in a statement. The United Nations said it deeply regretted Mr. Trump's decisions on slap sanction on the ICC and urged him to reverse the move. The names of the individuals affected by the sanction were not immediately released, but the previous USA sanction under Mr. Trump has targeting the court prosecutor. Mr. Trump order said the tribunal had engaged in illegitimate and baseless action targeting the America and our close ally Israel, referring to ICC probe into alleged war crimes by USA services members in Afghanistan and Israel troops in Gaza. Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar applauded Mr. Trump on Friday over the sanction, calling the court's action against Israel illegitimate. Neither the USA nor Israel are a member of the court. The EU warned the move was a threat to its independence. Sanction the ICC threatens the court independence and undermines the international criminal justice system as a whole. Antonio Costa, who heads the European Council representing the EU 27 member state, wrote AX. The sanctions are a show of support after Mr. Netanyahu's visit to the White House, during which Mr. Trump unveiled a plan for the United States to take over Gaza and move Palestinians to other Middle Eastern countries. The UN and legal expert have said Trump's plan would be legal under international law. Forcibly displacement is also a crime under the ICC. governing Rome statue arrest warrant. Following a request by ICC, prosecutor Karim Khan, judges issued the arrest warrant on November 21 for Mr. Netanyahu, his former defense minister Yoav Gallant, and the Hamas military chief Mohammed Def, whom Israel say is dead. The court said it has found reasonable for ground to believe Mr. Netanyahu and Gallant before the criminal responsibility for the war crime of starvation as a method of warfare during the Gaza war, as well as the crimes against humanity of murder, persecution, and other inhuman acts. Mr. Netanyahu has accused the court of anti-sentiment during his first term. Trump imposes the financial sanction and a visa ban on the ICC. Then the prosecutor Fatwa Bensouda and two other senior officials and staff in 2020, describing it as Khan Garu's court is 10 administration made the move after the Gambian-born Bensouda launched an investigation into allegations of war crimes against USA soldiers in Afghanistan. ICC condemned session. Next news from France. Major announcement to be made during PM's France visit. Advancing Trump Prime Minister Narendra Modi, French President Emmanuel Macron during a bilateral meeting last year. PTI. Dinkar Perry News, the New Delhi. India and France set to make a major announcement in the area of defense, small modular reactors SMA, SMR, and to aircraft maintain, repair, and overhaul MRO, and also adopt a France-India roadmap on artificial intelligence AI during the Prime Minister Modi 3-day visit to France early next week. The deal for 26 Rafale M fighter jets for the Indian Navy is expected to be announced during the visit and conducting later in India. It has been learned Mr. Modi will arrive in Paris on the evening of February 10 to co-chair the AI Action Summit along with French President Emmanuel Macron and also hold a bilateral talk. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said on Friday AI is bound to have and already having profound impact across all the sector of the economy, politics, society, and governance. Therefore, summits such as the AI summit is both significant and timely, he stated. He will interested in AI applications that are designed, developed, deployed, and used in safe, human, responsible, trustworthy manner. Defense Secretary security sovereign issue will be at the core of the discussion, and an interesting announcement will be made during the visit. Diplomatic source said there are the different stakeholders who can do lots of things, but if you took at a recent history and what we can do, therefore are no competitor in terms of make in India and transfer of the technology. A source said on Monday evening Mr. Modi will attend the VVIP summit dinner and the AI Action Summit in scheduled to be held in the first half of Tuesday. The bilateral component of the visit will begin in the afternoon of the February 11 with a CU roundtable to be co-chaired by the both leader. After that, the Mr. Modi will travel to the south of France and Brazil, where India is opening a consulate. Bilateral talks are scheduled to take place there, followed by the private dinner. On February 12, Mr. Modi will visit the war cemetery and pay tribute to the Indian soldiers who laid down their lives in the First World War. He will also visit Kadyrich, the site of the International Thermal Nuclear Experiment Reactor. The two leaders will pay to visit Kadyrich, which is the site of the International Thermal Nuclear Experimental Reaction, which is a high science project in which India is a partner with few other countries, Mr. Misri stated. In addition to the Rafale M fighter deal, the deal for 3 additional Skorens class diesel electric submarine is also in advanced stages and likely to be concluded in the next couple of months. Together, the deal are worth around 10 billion to 11 billion USA dollar. In addition, the two countries are in the advanced stages of talk for the co-design and co-development of 110 KN Aero engines to power India's 5th generation fighting and advance the medium combat aircraft that is under development. The AI summit will see the launch of an AI foundation for the various projects on the governance and inclusively source said we need to bring some ethnic into the governance of AI. The sources that is India was the one of the first country to confirm the participation in the AI summit. Diplomatic source said, along with development and cooperation in the Indo-Pacific, the Indian Middle East Economic Corridor (IMEC) will be a key focus area during the bilateral talk. Diplomatic sources said, nothing. The France is the only major country to set up a social envoy for IMEC. There is also focus on the people-to-people exchange, and to France has set a target of having 30,000 Indian students in France by 2023. Sources added. Next article from UK. UK remains committed to negotiating a trade deal with India. Downing Street, Jonathan Rayhold. Shri Ram Lakshman London. The UK under the Labour government remain committed to negotiating a trade deal with India, Downing Street has said, as it confirmed that the UK Business and Trade Secretary Jonathan Reynolds will visit India at the end of the month for the relaunch of the negotiation. Talks were paused in March 2024 before both countries went to the polls. In addition to looking for greater goods market access for the certain export, India is looking for the greater ease of movement of its students as well as other citizens to deliver services such as in the healthcare and IT sector. The UK is looking for a tariff cut from India on goods including the whiskey, chocolate, confectionery goods, and electric vehicle. It is also looking for a market access for its services sector such as an illegal telecommunication and the financial service. Asked about the whether facilitating the movement of the people across the border to deliver the service was going to be challenging given the tough line UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has adopting on immigrations. UK officials sought to separate out the temporary movement of individual and immigration. Trade and immigration are separate issues. Business mobility and the temporary movement of the business person on a short term and temporary basis. The feature in trade negotiation and supported trade are the foreign affairs spokesman for Mr. Starmer told the Hindu on Friday. But the business mobility commitment are separate and permanent migration, and we keep those separate from the trade talks, the spokesperson said. In remark in June last year, India's High Commissioner to the UK Vikram Doraiswamy has said that the vices were not the first priority for India in this trade talk, and that India was not looking at the FTA means to bribe people to the UK, but for a reasonable level of the movement of the people to deliver services under Mod 4 of the General Agreement on Trade in Services. This news about NEET UGC. NEET UGC to be conducted on 4 May 4. Registration began. The National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test for the admission to undergraduate medical course will be conducted on May 4. The National Testing Agency (NTA) announced on Friday the application process for the NEET UGC begins on Friday and will end on March 7. The NTA had last month announced that the exam will continue to be conducted in pen and paper mode. The decision came after detailed deliberation between the Education Health Ministries. NEET UG is the largest entrance exam in the country in terms of the number of the candidates appearing for the test. In 2024, more than 24 lakh candidates took the exam. A total of the 1 lakh 8,000 seats are available for the MBBS course. growth over inflation. The interest rate cut signals shift in the RBI's immediate priority. For the first time in nearly 5 years, the monetary policy MPC of the Reserve Bank of the India pivoted on interest rate, unanimously deciding to cut the benchmark repo rate 6.50% to 6.25%. This move, while maintaining a natural stance, marks a significant departure from the previous monthly review where the committee had adopted for the status quo with 4.2 vote. At the time, the MPC was contending with the inflation at a 15-month high of 6.2% in October and sluggish the second quarter GDP growth of 5.4%. Now the inflation moderating to 5.4% in December, till still above the RBI's 4-point largest growth projection for 2024-25, shipping to a 4-year low of 6.4%. The central bank appeared to be prioritizing economic expansion over the inflation control. RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra in the first policy review highlighting the challenge posed by global economic uncertainty, including the steady disinflation, diminishing prospect of the rate of cut in the USA, and the stronger dollar pressuring emerging markets and their currency, including the rupee. These factors have complicated the policy trade-off for India, making the case for supporting the growth even stronger. The MPC justified its decision to look the past current inflationary concern, setting expectation that the price pressure will ease further, with the inflation project to average 4.2% in 2025-26 from the 4.8% this year. This outlook hinges on assumptions of the favorable food inflation trajectory, a normal monsoon, and a bumper harvest of key vegetables such as tomato, onion, potato, to which are historical major contributor to price spike. While the inflation remains a concern, the panel has signaled that the weak economic growth is more pressing, especially given the second quarter slumps and to limited signs of the recovery since then. The RBI post-budget policy stance also suggests closer the alignment with the fiscal policy, apparently heading the government's call for monetary and fiscal measures to work in tandem rather than the growth purpose. Whether the budget stimulus measure, the combined with the rate cuts, will revive the consumption, attract the private investment, and boost growth remain uncertain. Interestingly, had the MPC met a week later, it might have the additional justification for the rate cut, given the expectation that the inflation in January could have cooled to around 4.5%. With the new governor at the helm and upcoming appointment for the deputy governor overseeing the monetary policy, the RBI could consider adjusting the MPC review schedule to incorporate the latest inflation data. A slight shift in the timing of its bi-monthly meetings could make monetary policy more responsive and data-driven, enhancing the committee's ability to justify its stance with real-time economics indicator. Prime time. The government must engage with the opposition constructively. The Prime Minister parliamentary intervention are always keenly watched, as they are expected to provide the clearest insight into the government priorities and its response to pressing concern and criticism, particularly from the opposition. This week, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke extensively in both houses. However, his speeches largely sidestepped critical national issues. Key developments such as the inhuman way in which Indian deportees were flown back by the United States, the stampede at the Mahakumbh in Prayagraj, and the transformative advancement in artificial intelligence, each with the significant implication for India culture, received little to no substantive acknowledgement. Instead, Mr. Modi's speech relied heavily on the campaign slogan, minimal engagement with the opposition, and to repeat these attacks on the past government, particularly in the Congress. He even took a dig at the fact that the Sonia Gandhi and her children Rahul and Priyanka have become the member of the parliament Simultaneously, his speech also made a mention of the Miss Gandhi poorly chosen world when she referred to President of India Draupadi Murmu as a poor thing, as well as a leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi. Controversial remark about his political fight being against the Indian state, while Mr. Modi undoubtedly soars the political point. His addressing fell short of providing the country with the reassurance and clarity needed to key domestic and global challenges. In an increasingly uncertain world, foreign policy must remain about the pers- partition bickering, and the government must do more to build the consensus on India's development trajectory, particularly in the race of the rapid technological disruption. Rahul Gandhi's argument for India to develop its own AI model and indigenous production ecosystem resonates with the broad segment of the population, and the government will do well to engage with such idea rather than dismiss them outright. Mr. Modi is rightfully claimed the credit for the some of the better governance initiatives that have shaped Indian trajectory since 2014. However, the slogan alone cannot resolve the monitoring the challenging the government legislative agenda, rhetoric, and refusal to be accountable on a crucial issues on indicating the lack of the effort in forging a cohesive national vision. While it may argue that it stands in merely to a response to an adversarial opposition, it ultimately remains the government's responsibility to lead the govern and deliver at a time when the political hostility is at its peak. What India needs more is shift toward constructive engagement and consensus building, something only the government can initiate. Budget focus on vegetable, fruits, and pulses is a positive for inflation, RBI governor. When you go to an exam, what do you aspire for? Some aspire to just pass it, some excel at the RBI will likely to be on the top of everything. Sanjay Malhotra remark on inflation management. A new stance, a new critical regulatory move in RBI first monetary policy under new governor Sanjay Malhotra. Sanjay Malhotra. India's bank to have bank and interrupt domain and BFC in Finchi in to curb the cyber fraud. Cross-border card deals to carry additional factor of authentications facility working group to revive the trading and settlement timings of RBI regulatory financial mark. Home loan linked to the EBL external benchmark lending rate to be cheaper row. Those linked to MCLR marginal cost of fund based lending rate to see effect in 6 months. Launch of forward contract in government dot security mold. Lala Tendu Mishra, Mumbai. Reserve Bank of India Governor Sanjay Malhotra in a briefing after unveiling the later monetary policy that the rate settling panel unanimously felt this was the time to support the growth with the inflation worry as easing a bit editing expect growth versus inflation. The RBI Act has given as a very clear mandate our primary object to inflation price stability, keeping in view the growth objective. So we will continuously to focus on that we try to meet this objective. We will try to align inflation with the target that has been given to us and the same time supporting the growth at the present as the MPC resolution also we felt that the time has come that we can do more of support supportive of the growth because inflation is coming down expected to go down. However, we will maintain a neutral stance so that we are able to proactively respond to the evolving macroeconomic situation. The on the rupee slide, the latest rupee per dollar rate has taken into account while making all four projections. He also do various sensitivity analyses While to making our project, the exchange rate is matter of the demand and supply. We should really not to be looking at a day of the volatility. It is a more than a long term rates that we should be looking not only for the rupee but also for the other asset classes like the Sensex or Nifty or gold process or other asset price. The depreciate rupee certainly puts the pressure on inflation, but at the same time, global uncertainty are also a high worry for even if the trade tariff were also not a play out. Just the uncertainty in itself is something which worrisome, and because that had direct impact on growth, on investment decisions, on consumption expenditure decisions. The latest rupee per dollar rate was taken into account while making all four projections. While get deferred, so let's keep in mind that the appreciation of the dollar and the depreciations rupee actually linked to this uncertainty. This uncertainty being the underlying the cause is not only good for growth, and it's not good for the import inflation. We all need to cognizant about it. On the budget, the budget is an excellent one both from the growth and inflation perspective. The physical deficit has been curtailed at 4.4% of GDP, given below the indicating glide path rate of 4.5% of GDP in 2025-26. Also, 46% of the consumer price index CPI basket comprises of the food. So I am very pleased with the agriculture get the prime focus. It will also help us in controlling inflation, especially with the program is on the vegetable and fruit, which contribute 6% and 2.9% to the CPI respectively. Pulses also played a major role in recent inflation boards, and there is a missions for pulses output too on 7% growth rupee. This are the difficult question, but nevertheless I would like to stick my neck out and say certainly India can achieve a 7% growth rate. We should certainly aspire for that. Next from Kiev, Russia claimed to have captured the mining towns of Torstek in Donetsk. Donetsk. Russia Defense Ministry claimed on Friday that its force has captured a mining town of Toretsk in their latest breakthrough in eastern Ukraine, Donetsk region, where Ukrainian defense are cracking. Ukrainian officials did not immediately make any comments on Russian claim. AP. Jakarta, Indonesia ordered that the halting of the tourism project linked to Trump. Indonesia authorities have ordered the halting of the development of the tourism project affiliated with USA President Donald Trump over the water management and environmental issue. The 300-hectare project is the brainchild of the Mr. Trump's Indonesian business partner, billionaire and political Harry Teno Eso Adibio. AP. Washington. Nearly all USAID staff to be laid off and 800 contracts cancelled. The Trump administration plans to reduce the number of staff at the US's government's giant humanitarian agency USAID to fewer than the 300 people from more than 10,000. The media reports did on Thursday. The USAID have also been told that about 800 contract administration through the agency were being cancelled. AFP. Tehran. Iran Supreme Leader criticized proposed nuclear talks with USA. Iran Supreme Leader said the negotiations with the USA are not intelligent or honorable after Donald Trump floated nuclear talks with Tehran. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei also suggested there should be a no negotiation with such a government, but stopped short of issuing a direct order not to engage with the USAFP. Bleeding River. Red alert. The Sarandi stream dyed red due to the contaminants flow into Rio de la Plata on the outskirts of the Buenos Aires, Argentina. AP. China lashed out USA concern as Panama quits Airway. Associated Press Beijing. China on Friday lashed out at what is called USA coalition after the Panama uh, declined to renew a key infrastructure agreement with Beijing following the Washington threat to take back the Panama Canal. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said at a briefing that the China's firmly opposes the USA smearing and undermined the Belt and Road Initiative cooperation through means of pressure and coercion. The Belt and Road Initiative is President Xi Jinping's signature foreign policy drive to bind China closer to country in the region and beyond by build roads, railway, airports, power plant, and other infrastructure. Panama's decision to walk away from it was seen as concession to the U.S. over the canal after the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio warned the Panamanian leader Jose Raul Mulino on Sunday that the Panama must immediately reduce that the what President Donald Trump say is Chinese influence over the canal area or face potential retaliation from the USA. ICC condemns sanctions by Donald Trump, pledged to continue its work. It called on the member state to stand up against curbs imposed by the USA president. Sanction the ICC threatened the court's independence and undermine the international criminal justice system as a whole, say European Council President. Ray of the embattled courts has received support in Europe from the initial allies of the US. Associated Press, The Hague. The International Courts on Friday called on member states to stand up against the sanctions imposed by USA President Donald Trump, described the move as an attempt to harm the indispensable global courts to administration justify and protect the lives of the millions of the innocent people. The embattled court quickly received the support in Europe from the traditional allies of the USA. The sanctions the ICC threatened the court's independence and undermined the international criminal court justice system as a whole, said European Council President Antonio Costa, who had the summit of the European Union for 27 leaders. It was the toughest direct criticism by a senior EU official on the decision by Mr. Trump's his return to office last month. The White House issued the executive order against the ICC on the third day in response to what it calls the illegitimate and to baseless action targeting America and close ally Israel. Mr. Trump's order was a response to the arrest warrant what the ICC issued last year for the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over the alleged war crimes in Gaza. The USA and Israel are not the member of the court and don't recognize its authority. Tens of the thousands of Palestinians, including the children, have been killed during the Israeli military response to Hamas attack on a southern Israel that they killed around 1,200 people in October 2023. The casualty figure of the Palestinian killed a provided by Gaza Health Ministry, which does not distinguish between the fighter and civilian. The Hague-based ICC said it condemned the move by the Trump administration. ICC President Judge Tomoko Akelane called the USA move only the latest in a series of the unprecedented and escalatory attacks aiming to undermining the court. One man's trash. Stocks and black kites gather over the recycled material at the Tovlian landfill in the Jordan Valley in the West Bank on Wednesday. India voice must resonate in global AI conversation. Shashi Tharoor is the fourth-term member of the Parliament Lok Sabha Congress Party from Thiruvananthapuram and the chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee and External Affairs. He on external affairs. He has previously chaired the Committee on Information Technology. He is an award-winning author of 26 books, his most recent being A Wonderlands of Words. In a world where AI is increasingly at the center of economic and geopolitical stages, India must take an active role in shaping its future. In November 2024, a postgraduate student in Michigan, United States, has a distributing interaction while discussing the elderly care solution with Google's artificial intelligence AI chatbot Gemini. After the some hours of the discussing problem of the old age, the chatbot suddenly snapped, issuing a blunt and alarming the message: "This is for you, human. You are a waste of time and resourcing. You are a stain on the universe. Please die." Did anyone realize AI could behave like that? The student complained. Google modified the chatbot with the interaction, which could have actually promoted a more vulnerable individual, such as a depressive and perhaps a take drastic measures. Should leave us all shaken and troubled. There are hundreds of the such anecdotes about AI whose implication we in India will need to grasp. How do we protect ourselves through the sensible regulation without stifling the growth stifling the growth stifling the growth of this exciting new invitation? AI is reshaping industries, economic and geopolitical, transcending the national border with data, algorithm, and innovation, following the seamless across the region. In this interconnected landscape, effective the governance and the safety mechanism require a unified international approach for India to participate in global standard setting on AI. Safety is not just an opportunity but an imperative. But India has not even established a national AI safety institute. In November 24, the international network of AI safety institutions was inaugurated in San Francisco, USA, making a pivotal moment in global effort to regulate and secure the development of AI, building on the Seoul statement intent agreed earlier that year, under which nations committed to work together to launch an international network safety institution to accelerate the advancement of the science of the AI safety. This network represents a unified commitment to fostering the international cooperation in AI safety science. By serving as a dedicated forum for the international collaboration, the network can unite technical expertise and policy innovation, addressing emerging risk and establishing robust best practices in AI safety. The network will go beyond the fostering the dialogues to play a pivotal role in development and harmonizing the global standard. India so far is sadly absent from this vital forum. The borderless nature of AI that transcends nation border, operating through the seamless flow of data, algorithm, and innovation across the region. The global sweep means none of us is inhuman from its impact. Collective action is indispensable to address the sheer challenging from the ethical concern to security risk. At the same time, the effective governance of this transformative technology requires the collaboration approach to establish unified standards that promote safety, accountability, and innovation. India participating in such a global discussion is not just desirable but essential. As one of the world's fastest adopter of AI, with an adoption rate of 30%, significantly higher than the global average of 26%, according to the recent Boston Consulting Group (BCG) report. India stands at the forefront of leveraging AI for transformative change across the sectors such as healthcare, finance, agriculture, logistics. India holds a significant portion of ChatGPT users. Estimated place India as having the second largest user base behind the US, with around 10% of the global ChatGPT users from India. A recent survey ranked India first among the percentage of the consumer using the ChatGPT. Clearly, we are a major adopter of the AI. In this context, joining the disco closer discourse on the international AI safety standard indeed to helping lead it would offer India a dual advantage. First, we must ensure that the India's AI ecosystem remains secure, ethical, and a global competitive. Second, it is in our national interest to position India as a responsible technology leader on the world stage, committed to safeguarding the individual's right and advancing AI responsive collaborative effort with the other nation on a multilateral level will enable India to anticipate emerging threats, adapt to regulatory shift, and to maintain its competitive edge in the global AI race. To do this, India needs to create a national institution urgently and pitch it into the fray. The interactions of the politics and technology, the intersections of politics and technology. The intersection of the AI and geopolitics is become the ever more pronounced, as seen in recent proposal by the USA to impose the export control on advanced AI software. Such measure, while the rooted in American national security concern about China, have the potential to reshape the global technology landscape, disruption international scientific collaboration and altering the dynamic of the innovation. India is the non-China for now, but there is no guarantee it will be exempt from such control. In identified course like India could face the collaborate impact of the policy targeting China, and we too could find our access to cutting edge AI tools and technology essential for advancing our own AI ecosystem restricted. It is clear we cannot afford to remain the passive observer in the shifting landscape. This development further underscores the urgency of the participating in international platforms such as the International Network of AI Safety Institution to advocate balanced framework that protects legitimacy, security interest while to preserving the spirit of collaboration. AI is strategic importance spans economic development, military application, and cyber security, all area of the national priority in which must we ensure our interests are protecting. For India, the path of the maximizing AI potential lies to creating the opportunity for its startup to access the global market and drive AI-led growth, and fostering the innovation-friendly policy, and to alleging that with the international standard, India can position in AI ecosystem as a hub for a cutting-edge solution in all these sectors. Protecting engagement in the global AI safety initiative will further enhance India's ability to shape the equitable framework that supports the global collaboration and transparency. This effort will not only to promote Indian technology leadership but also to encourage investment and partnership, empowering the Indian startups to drive on the global stage while to contributing the meanwhile to the involving AI landscape. Its engagement in the particularly vital in a world where AI geopolitics interest with the same nation enacting protecting policy to secure the technology advantages. Leverage India must strengthen India's vibrant AI ecosystem full with the robust IT sector and talent pool make it a critical player in the global AI dialogue. Moreover, India experience in navigating the complexity of the digital public infrastructure DPI initiatives such as Aadhaar and the United Payments Interface have demonstrated how inclusive, interoperable, and scalable system can transform this, enabling economic growth and a social inclusion at unprecedented level. The successes of our tech stack highlighting India and ability to navigate through complexity of the large-scale technology implementation while ensuring the accessibility and equity. And just as Indian DPI established global benchmark for the digital innovation and inclusive, its proactive engagement in AI safety initiative can position the nation as a thought leader reshaping equitable and scalable framework for responsible AI development. In a world where AI is increasingly at the center of the economic and geopolitical sector, India must take an active role in the shaping its future as the edge goes. In a global politics, you are at the table or on the menu. Participating in global AI safety platform is not just about the securing a seat at the time. It is not about ensuring the global standard reflection India's priority, aspiration, and value. By engaging proactively, India can protect its interests, foster cross-border innovation, and position itself as a global leader in AI governance. The stakes are high, and the time is to act is now for India, embracing this responsibility essentially to navigate the opportunities and challenging of the AI revolution while ensuring a secure, inclusive, and prosperous future for all. The writer acknowledged Jamila Sahiba, AI leads at the dialogue, for her assistance in preparing this article. So, this is today one important vocabulary word is language. It is a noun, Hindi meaning nirusa, of a person, manner, and or gesture, having or showing a disinclination or for physical exertion or effort, moving or speaking slowly with little energy, often in an attractive way. This is meaning. Synonymous: sluggish, inactive, slow, torpid, lazy, exhausted. Antonyms: energetic, active, ambitious, motivated, strong, tireless, vigorous. Example tenses: after a stressful day of work, I am going to enjoy lang- enjoy a languid walk through the quiet in park. Language. Here it's space. A language talk through the now. After a stressful day of work, I am going to enjoy a language walk through the quiet park. Okay, so this is guy, this is today's video or lecture. If you please like, comment, and share, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for further more updates and more videos and more news. Press bell icon for notification. Thank for watching. Jai Hind.